Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is clayrammage and I'm back again with another Goodwill Bins haul today. We went off to the bins this morning and happened to run into Nicole Northgarden and her son Gabe there as well, which surprised me. I heard my name. I know she called it several times before I heard it. I was pretty focused, I guess. But anyway, so it was great to see them there. And yeah, it was a good day. Found a few things, exciting things there. So if you're new to our channel, welcome. So glad to have you. And we do mostly thrifting videos. I go to the Goodwill Outlet Bins at least once a week. And we find stuff for resale, personal use. We also find things to put in backpacks for the homeless that we do. And find gifts, you know, for people, whatever. We have a number of different things to do with the stuff that we find. And some of it just piles up in my office. But anyway, that's another whole story. We won't get into that today. But it's a beautiful day in Minnesota in November. We like it. Nice and sunny, bright, and even in the 60s, nice and warm. So yeah, so let's just get right into it. In my prior Goodwill Bins haul video, I had mentioned a book that I briefly looked for and couldn't find. But this is the book. It's called Thank You for Shopping. It's about the golden age of Minnesota, or Minneapolis and St. Paul's department stores. And it does mention Harold's in here, which is where this fur hat came from with the tag. It says Harold, and I actually said it Miss something. It's Miss Alice is the name on the tag. I said something else. I don't know what I said. But anyway, so yeah, that was the book I was referring to. It's a great book just on all the major department stores and stuff in the Twin Cities area. Just a fun read. All right, well, this is right on top. I found a little stand. This is going to go down to the Pink Elephant where I have a antique booth. And so use that for display for different things, whether it's Christmas ornaments or any kind of hanging thing. I picked those up again. It's super cheap at the bins. I also found this little baggie full of tiny buttons. Some of these are a plastic button. They're a little warped, as you can tell. But then there was this bunch of them sewn together. These are vintage buttons. There's some brass buttons and some the plastic buttons. They're not mother of pearl or abalone. There was this pin with the cross on it. And I know that stands for some organization. I'm drawing a blank on what one that is. There was a Cub Scout pin on here. Pin. It says Bobcat with the Boy Scouts logo on the bottom. There were some plastic buttons, vintage ones. There's also some abalone buttons, and you can always tell because on the back they have different colors on them than the front. So they're using the inside of the shell to make those. And like this one, this little button, not a traditional looking button. It actually just has holes in the top, but you can see the lines of the shell on the back. So this was a pretty thin shell, and they didn't shave down the back completely to get rid of the lines. And then there was also this little tag in there. It's a medical alert tag saying that they had a seizure disorder with the doctor's phone number and stuff if something happened. So I thought that was kind of cool. I knew they had them out there, but apparently the person doesn't need it anymore. So yeah, so that was in this little long plastic bag. Then I saw this little wallet contraption, and I opened it up, and I saw down here that it's Swank, which is they made men's jewelry, a lot of cufflinks, tie tacks, you know, tie bars, that type of stuff. But they also made wallets, and this particular one is more of a travel wallet because it talks about travel checks, has a pocket for your passport there, and then cards, I assume credit cards, stuff like that. And then it's got a big pocket there for other paperwork, I guess, if you need it. So it was a nice travel wallet. It looks brand new, doesn't look like it was ever used. There's not any wear whatsoever on it. So, well, I'll pick that up. Picked up a book called the Sugar Creek Gang in Chicago. There's actually a large series of these books. This one is number 5, I believe. Yep, 5th in the series, dated 1942. So I picked that up. Just thought it was fun. As some of you regular people know, I picked up a couple months ago a whole lot of watches that were promotional watches that just end in the, little box tops, or whatever, from the cereal boxes, and you got those premium watches, they could be called. So ever since then, I've been watching for others. So I found a Scooby-Doo watch, and I found a Winnie the Pooh watch in the bins today. And because they didn't weigh hardly anything, I paid hardly anything for them. So I thought those were pretty cool. And I found this belt buckle. And you can tell it's a bottle opener belt buckle. And it says on here, since 1848, Draft Brews Premium Brewing Company. And then it does have the marks on the back showing the manufacturer. And I'll tell you, I don't know who the manufacturer is, but I can look that up easily. But I was going to say, it looks like the Lowenbrow lion on there. And then it's got like a stag's head. So anyway, we'll look that up. But I just thought that was pretty funny to have a bottle opener belt buckle. So that will go down to the pink elephant. So found this lovely little owl. He's a little bowl. And the bottom turns out to give him a little more secure base. Again, most of the stuff I got today is intended for the pink elephant. So he just needs a little touch up on his nose. But I just thought it was a fun little thing. Owls are very collectible, so that should do well. I found this owl mug. Owls were the theme, I guess, today. It's an Otagiri mug, still has a label on the bottom, so it's really never been used. It's in excellent shape, no chips. And so yeah, Mr. Owl. Found a vintage pair of sunglasses. These were marked made in Taiwan. They have no other information on them, so other than made in Taiwan. So again, I just put those down at the pink elephant. I've done pretty good, just $4 or $5 on each pair. Found a couple little wall sconce baskets. They're plastic, no name on them, no mark. Don't know who made them. But brass is making a comeback in home decor, so well, I can throw those down. They're plastic, so they're very light. I didn't pay much for them, so I can throw those down at the pink elephant also. And yeah, I got to expand my space down there. So that's one of the things I'm working towards for the beginning of the next year. Okay, found this little guy. A bagpipe figurine. Never seen one before. He is, composite material, so he's very modern, but it says sculptures on the bottom. It's the manufacturer. And all handmade. That's all the information it says on him. But I just thought, how often do you see a bagpipe figurine? I used to live in an apartment in Lincoln, Nebraska, and it was just a couple blocks from the state capitol. And there was a guy that used to play the bagpipes, and he would walk around the parking lot for the state capitol, the outdoor parking lot. And he'd be walking around playing the bagpipes periodically. And it was great just to hear this music. And the governor's mansion was just a couple blocks over too. And one day the article appeared in the paper, and the governor's wife was talking about how much she enjoyed the bagpipe player in the neighborhood. So yeah. Then there was a lot of fall decoration and Halloween stuff in the bins today. So it's probably after Halloween purge. But this beautiful hand-painted fall picture was in there, this oval picture. And it's got the tag on it, so you know it was in the store and didn't sell. But it's signed Kay Carnegie. It's an amateur piece, but I just liked it. And we know some Carnegie, so maybe they're related. So yeah, I liked it. We might keep it for ourselves. It's just a nice vintage painting. It's marked on the back 1979. So found a tiki mug, a wooden tiki mug. And again, with barware being very popular, tiki stuff being very popular, I definitely snatched this up. It's a vintage one too. It's not a modern. You find a lot of modern ones because it's so popular, but this one is definitely a vintage piece. I'm trying to organize my stuff so I don't dump it all on the floor. All right. Found a cool tin. Again, I don't think this is that old. It's from Holland, and it's got some great Holland scenes on it. Winter, summer, fall, spring, but I think in Dutch. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. You probably didn't. Anyway, UPS man came. So, anyway, so yes, I was showing the little tin. We're done with the tin. I'm moving on to the next item. That's the second time I've been interrupted since I started this video. I did find some jewelry in the bins. I found this. It's a bracelet wrapped in a pillow, still brand new with the tags on it. It's a Saatchi brand, so I just thought it was funny, still on the pillow. Then I found a vintage stapler. It's called Tatum Buddy. I don't know why it's called Tatum Buddy, but other than Tatum is the name of the stapler. Used Tatum staples, so it must have been a series that they had. Then I also found this, which is a Hummel figurine picture, and I thought it was odd because I had this box on the back, and I was like, what's the box for? I thought maybe it opened. It was a trinket box or something, but then I saw, no, it's got a hole to hang it, and I noticed a little pull string on the bottom. So it's a music box that you pull, so you'd hang it on the wall, and then you'd pull the string down. Now the music box, I would say, works, but it works very slow, and on its own time frame. So I might take it apart and see if I can get it to work. It's actually, the more I pull it, the faster it's working. So maybe it probably just needs a little lubrication. But yeah, so it was a nice little find. Oops, I'm knocking things over. I found a Coach eyeglass case. I don't know why I got it. Oh, I know why, because I had these loose pieces of jewelry that I found I put inside here so I wouldn't lose it. Because I've done that before. I've just thrown stuff in the cart and then I get to check out and my pieces have fallen through the cart and I've lost them. One of the things I found was this. Speaking of jewelry, I believe it's an ankle bracelet. It's too big for an arm bracelet. And it jingles. So it is, it's signed J-A-I-N, and then there is stamps on the inside. I don't know, it's IP it looks like, so I'm not sure what that means, but I haven't looked it up. It's either, I think it's silver plated. So yeah, but I just thought it was kind of a cool little piece of jewelry. Found a silver necklace. It's not marked sterling, although it is possible to be sterling. It's just not marked anywhere that I can find. Oh, you know what? It is too. It's right there. 925. So it is a sterling silver necklace. So yes, I found my sterling silver and didn't even realize it. And then I found a little a Nemo fish bracelet. That was kind of cool. And then just a large purple ball bracelet. I found this interesting little vintage piece of plastic. It's a girl and I believe a pig. And because if you look closely, it's got a short snout, and then the feet look like pig's feet. They don't look like dog's feet. They're not paws, they're cloven hooves. So I believe it to be a pig, even though in some senses it's kind of ethereal. You don't really know what it is. But anyway, and it was obviously hanging or attached to something with the grommet at the top. So it's like, maybe it's a Christmas ornament. Who knows? But it's a cute vintage piece, so I picked it out. And I also found these two reindeer. They both say made in Hong Kong on them. So I picked them up. One has his bell still on it. The other has the chain, but no bell. But yeah, they're just nice vintage reindeer. Found some more Legos. Again, I just build up all the Legos that I find and make it a big pile to sell as a lot. I found some vintage Playmobils. Now these are marked 1990, so they'd be vintage. That'd be 30 years old, be considered truly vintage, as opposed to the 20-year vintage that isn't always vintage. But what's a word? What's a terminology? But I thought it was hilarious because I found a Santa. I love that one. Never seen a Santa Playmobil before. So I picked up 4 of those. Found a Swedish Rooster painted. Very nice. He is marked on the bottom. Still has his original paper tag stating he's made in Sweden. So that was kind of cool. I found this pack of hearing aid batteries. Hearing aid batteries are, you know, kind of expensive. I don't believe they'll fit my father-in-law's hearing aids, but I might be able to find somebody else who could use some hearing aids. Found a rain poncho. We put these in the backpacks that we do for the homeless. I did find these, and I got it just because of the cover. It says Econo Pack suit bags. So there are 8 suit bags in here to cover up your suits. I mean, it's just like in perfect condition. It was sitting in a drawer somewhere for ages. And obviously it was at the store, it didn't sell at the Goodwill store. So they covered up. I'll see if I can't get that peeled back so I can see what the original price of the little suit bags were. That would be fun. Also found this little Christmas box. And you guys know, if you've been watching any length on my show, you always open every box because you never know what's in it. In this case, it's a green reindeer. Very cute. Somebody even put the little felt thingies on his feet. So, and the box does say green reindeer on it. So in this case, the box was correctly marked. Now, I don't think this was the original box it came in. I think it's just a box that he fits in. So he works. And it says green deer on the right there. But I also found this Christmas tree, which is a holly tree. Still has the Lefton label on the bottom. Now this is one of these that you put the toothpicks in. It's not like one that lights up. This is one that you would use for serving your hors d'oeuvres, desserts, or whatever. So yeah, and it's in great shape, no chips or cracks. So I had to pick him up. Again, with Christmas, pink elephant, I try to find unusual things. I'll probably have to put some items in there to kind of identify it too. And then I picked this up and threw it in the cart, not knowing what it was and not really looking at it very closely. I was going to go and look at it closer before I checked out, but then I forgot about it. It's this, but I thought once I got it home, there's the swastika on it, and then these 2 faces look very oriental. And my wife's coming home, so I'm going to pause the video. Okay guys, I was just coming back to do a follow-up on one of the items that I picked up at the bins today that I showed, and it's this plaque. This actually, I found out, is a rare item. It's it's made for display. This is actually a World War II piece. And this is for the 1284 Engineering Combat Battalion that saw action both in Europe and in Asia during World War II. And so that's why it's displaying the Japanese flag, the swastika for the German flag. But yeah, this is very rare, and there's another one that's sold for $200 for this item. So it's interesting, it ended up in the bins. It was made for there's a stand that it would hang from. The stand obviously is missing, and if it was in the bins, I missed it, obviously, because it wasn't connected to the shield. But just thought I would give you a little follow-up. Thanks, bye. Okay, folks, back again. Hopefully this will be the end. I'll wrap this up really quickly because I got to get to going. Anyway, I picked up this puzzle for my wife. She loves giraffes, and we do a lot of puzzles in the winter, so I picked this one up. So give that to her. And I picked up this purse also. it is a interesting purse because the latch comes up like that, and then you push the sides in, and it opens up like that, which I thought was kind of cool. But then there's also that label in there. It says genuine leather, and it's kind of hard to see, but I think it's E-T-R-A. Yeah, here in this light you can see it's E-T-R-A, Etra. I haven't looked it up to see anything about it, but I just thought it was a pretty unique little purse. Won't hold too much in it. And that's pretty much it. There are a couple other things that I'm not going to get on video, but so yeah. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.